Welcome to the Unknown Updates, tentative title. A monthly series that explores a diverse range of news, updates, topics, and releases across various different areas of entertainment, fandoms, and hobbies. Since we're covering so many different topics, this series will focus on the aspects that I care about the most. After all, if I try to cover everything, we'll be here for hours, and I ain't trying to do that. The goal of this series is to keep you updated on the things that I'm interested in and to introduce you to new hobbies, different forms of entertainment, and to new communities and fandoms that you may have not encountered before. Since I will be skipping some details and information on each topic that I talk about, I highly recommend and encourage you to do your own research to learn more about each topic that I discuss. Remember, treat this series as a gateway, not a one-stop shop, because the hope is once you get done watching these videos, you will go out there and make some discoveries for yourselves. This was not supposed to be my first video back, but since I've been gone for a week, well now it's been over a week, I thought I'll give you an update, let you know what happened, and just to let you know I'm back. But the consistency may not be there like it used to be for now. I actually talked about this on my last live stream here on YouTube and over there on Twitch and Kick, GD Wiz, check it out. But the problem I've been having was uploading to YouTube itself. So for some reason, and it's been happening for a couple of days, I've been uploading videos, and when they get done, they just keep processing for like 2 or 3 days, and then they just fail. So I don't know why it's been happening. I don't know why I've been having these issues, but because of that, basically I haven't been able to upload anything until recently. For some reason recently, it started working, so I'm getting back to uploading, which goes into the second issue, because half of the problem with YouTube, I also found out I'm not going to give YouTube the full entire blame, because part of it was my fault, because some of the videos for some reason did not render right either. Not all of them, but some of the ones that I did, like the last gameplay footage that I was trying to upload, half of it rendered and the other half did not. And so that was also causing some issues with the upload on YouTube. So I wound up with a problem with YouTube and also self-error. So that's why I've been gone, because it's been taking 3 days for it to process and then it just fails. So that's the reason why. Well, that's one of the reasons. Second thing that messed me up was I was actually supposed to help out with the project only one day, and now that project turned from 1 day up to multiple days. So that's also took away a lot of my time. And lastly, it's looking like I'm probably going to start work again, finally. So because of that, that's also going to take up some of my time. And since this channel is not in a position or I should say I'm not in a position right now where I could dedicate all my time to this channel, that's why the uploads are probably going to start becoming a little bit more inconsistent than they usually have. I'm still going to upload, but that's the reason why I haven't uploaded for like a week and a couple of days. So it's not like I just left or I just stopped because I wanted to. I was having issue with YouTube. I got called in to work, and I wound up being part of a project that I didn't think I was going to be part of. So all those things kind of wound up basically taking most of my time. But this video will be the last test to make sure I fixed all my problems. And with that, because I feel really bad of not being up to date with Gundam Breaker 4, my next video, which was supposed to come out last week, will be my initial thoughts on Gundam Breaker 4. My goal is to have that video out by Friday. But if not, I do have another video ready that I'm going to upload, and then that will come out next week. But the goal is to have that video out by this Friday, and to also keep you updated on the Gundam Breaker 4 news, since by the time this video is up, we're about a couple of weeks away from Gundam Breaker 4 actually releasing. Lastly, I just want to say, if you want to make sure that we don't have any more of these problems going forward, the best way to help me out and help out this channel and help out this community is to subscribe. Especially since I just saw the subscriber count, and we are now 198 subscribers away from our next milestone. So make sure to hit that subscribe button, help us grow this community, this channel, and this brand. First thing I want to do is apologize to my Xbox fans. I'm more of a Sony guy. Well, until I get my PC gaming up, which hopefully that will happen sooner than later. But these are the games that are currently about to leave PlayStation Plus for the month of August. I'll leave the list on the screen, but just to go down it: Borderlands 3, NHL 24, Among Us, Destroy All Humans 2, Reprobe, NBA 2K24, Need for Speed Unbound, Spellforce 3 Reinforced, and Trials of Mana. Which actually, I do have 2K24 from my fault. I said that wrong. I do have NBA 2K24 downloaded. Need for Speed didn't really excite me. And shout out to the homie who got to play Among Us and never invited me because he knows I've always wanted to try to play with a group of friends and he didn't let me know. So yeah, shout out to you, man. But Trials of Mana, I may try to download. If that is an RPG game that I think it is, I think I want to try to download that before it goes. But these are all the games that are leaving in August. So if you want to try them out, get them now. So I'm unable to tell you about the games that are going to be released in August, and that's because the list won't be out till after this video gets uploaded. So apologies about that, but when the list does come out, I'll make sure to link it at the bottom. Right here is a list of games that are going to be released in August of 2024. I'm not going to go down this entire list, but I am going to point out a couple of notable games that I'm interested in. First thing is Black Myth Wukong, which I'm definitely interested in that game. I definitely would like to try it out. Too bad I don't have a PS5, and hopefully one day I'll be able to upgrade that. I'm not really a fan of this series, but you Warcraft fans, there's a new, I'm not sure if this is an update or expansion, but World of Warcraft, The War Within is coming out in August. Shadow of the Ninja Reborn, the title seems interesting, but I have no idea what that is. I also want to point out Vision of Mana. Like I said, I am an RPG fan, even though I don't get to play RPGs like I used to anymore, but I wouldn't mind checking that out. I need to look more into that. I have no idea what that game is, but I will look into it. But of course, there's only one game that matters on this list. I think we all know what that is. And that is Gundam Breaker 4 coming out on August 29th. And I will be there playing it day one. So yes, Thursday, August 29th, I will be live streaming Gundam Breaker 4 because I will have it day one. So there's a list with the games that are going to be releasing in August 2024. So if there's anything that stands out, make sure to check it out for yourselves. So I had to make a correction from last month's because I 110% messed up the synopsis on Suicide Squad Isekai. So I'm going to correct it here. But what I decided to do, instead of you having to hear my voice this entire time, I found a little AI program that I feel that sounds 10 times better than me that will tell you exactly what you can expect when watching Suicide Squad Isekai.
In the crime-ridden Gotham City, Amanda Waller, the head of ARGUS, has assembled a group of notorious criminals for a mission: Harley Quinn, Deadshot, Peacemaker, Clayface, and King Shark. These DC supervillains are sent into an otherworldly realm that's connected to this world through a gate. It's a world of swords and magic where orcs rampage and dragons rule the skies, an isekai. Harley and others go on a rampage after arriving in isekai but are captured by the kingdom's soldiers and sent to prison. They only have 72 hours before the bomb on their neck explodes. The deadline is fast approaching. After negotiations with Queen Eldora, the condition for liberation was the conquest of the hostile Imperial army. They have no choice but to throw themselves headfirst into the front line of battle. They run, they die. They lose, they die. With their lives on the line, can Harley Quinn and the Suicide Squad survive in isekai? Brace yourselves for the pulse-pounding saga of the elite task force known as the Suicide Squad as they embark on a jaw-dropping adventure. Let the party begin.
So, I am one that likes to correct my mistakes, so I hope that helps y'all out. And I do want to say this, that it's kind of funny because this anime season, most of these ones that are out I pretty much read a lot of these. So it's kind of funny to see what I read be turned into an anime, although with some discrepancies. But either way, I will be back with this subject around, what is it? Probably September, October. That's when the fall season starts. So unless something really big or some big news comes out, I probably won't be talking about anime until around, or I'd say right before the fall season starts. Outside of Gundam, that is the exception. I already addressed this earlier, but since we're in the Gundam section, I wanted to readdress it one more time just to remind you, maybe put a little bit more detail into it. First, Gundam Shorts. My bi-weekly Gundam Shorts are coming back in August. So expect a new Gundam Shorts every Saturday, every other week, starting August. Secondly, Gundam Breaker 4 content is going to start, well, I should say Gundam content in general on this channel is going to start ramping up, particularly in the month of August, for the countdown for Gundam Breaker 4. So stay tuned for that. Also, if you go over to the community tab, remember that you can vote for the Gundam that I build on my Gundam monthly live streams where I build various different Gundam model kits. So that voting will be up most likely either August 1st or 2nd. So make sure to go vote to let me know what Gundam you would like to see me build for the month of August. Every month I talk about Gundam, well, I should say Gunpla. I always talk about P Bandai, but this month I'm finally going to change it, which if you're looking on screen right now, as you see, I'm showcasing the real grade Gundam version 2.0, which is actually one I'm actually really interested in. I would not mind getting my hands on this one. I'm definitely excited for this one. And yeah, if I get a chance, I probably will pick this one up. Probably not now, no time soon, but who knows? Maybe I might do a build sometime next year, depending on where my funds are at. Next one, which as you see on this side is sold out, is the Gundam Amazing Barbatos Lupus, which is from the Gundam Build series, which, yeah, I'm not the, well, I mean, no, it looks actually pretty cool. I'm not the biggest fans of the claws, but that's just a personal thing. But I do think this kit is pretty tight. Plus, I am a Gundam Lupus fan, so, about Barbatos Lupus, so, yeah, I definitely like this kit, even though it's sold out online. So here's some optional parts. I think these came out before. No, I don't know if this one came out, but I could have sworn some of these optional parts already came out. I'm not sure if this one has though, because I don't recognize this one. I actually like this one because I like the railgun. And this is the other one. Yeah, something to look out for. But going to the P Bandai, the high grade Meteor unit is coming out, which I am not going to get this, but it does look pretty cool. But yeah, it's definitely not in the budget. I think I talked about this last month, but I'll talk about it again because I'm such a fan of this Gundam, the Ultron Gundam. Or the Ultron. Oh my god, I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right. Oh well, whatever. Either way, this is one that's definitely on my list, and I'm hoping I can get it in time. I missed out on the Death Side Hell because that's one I really wanted to get, but I'm hoping I'll be able to get this one sooner than later. And as for the most important Gundam news, August 28th, Gundam Breaker 4 will be released, and I will be playing it day one. Actually, I will be live streaming it and playing it day one. So if you want to check that out, you can subscribe here on YouTube, or you could check me over there on Twitch or Kick at GDWiz. So I have a couple of things to say about this topic right now. As the uploading of this video, the summer banners in FGO are up until August 8th. I recommend that you pull on these banners if you can, because these are some very strong characters and you're going to want to copy if you can do it. I wish I could, but I'm out of luck. Also, make sure you finish up the event, because if you finish it, you'll get a chance to get Summer Valkyrie. You'll have to choose between the one that you want, but I recommend you go ahead and finish that event so you can get her. So I just want to say this, when it comes to this summer banner, the characters that I want, because there's 3 of them, this is the order of importance, at least for me. Lady Avalon, Scáthach-Skaði, and then a Biggie Doji. Again, you can't really go wrong with anyone, but that's just my priority. Also, Otika Alter banner is up too, and she's actually pretty good. So if you can, I would try for her too. Oh, one more day before I leave this topic. Everybody's getting a free Altoria. Saber. Everybody's gonna get a free Altoria. I mean, I know there's other selection of characters that you can get, but seriously, unless you have an MP5, just go with Saber. And also, there's gonna be more things that you'll be able to get too. And the best part is, after all this, everybody's gonna get some free Saints Quartz, because I know y'all need them and I need them too. Moving on to Epic 7, I actually had to re-record this part, but Ilinav has just been announced as the next Moonlight Summon, which I'm surprised because we just had Luna. Festive Ada is also coming out and has been announced for summer, so Epic 7's getting their summer banner also. I will say it is kind of weird for her to be a fire attribute, but it does make sense because it's summer. There's also a new summer event coming out called Oasis Land, so this is your summer event for Epic 7. And if you're looking on the screen, here's some more updates for some characters and an extra growth slot. So that's coming soon to Epic 7, so make sure to check that out. As the recording of this video, Outerplane has just had a new update, and they're giving away free limited summon tickets. You just had to check in every day. Also, their summer event is still up. I actually got to complete it. And they actually came out with a new event, so you should definitely check that out. I haven't started it yet, but it is up right now. I also recommend you go ahead and check out the news for Outerplane to see what this festival is all about, because I have no idea. I haven't looked into it like that. I also sadly wasn't able to get the last limited unit, but she's replaced with Genosis Dahlia. So because she's up right now, I thought I'll go ahead, since I did get my free 10 summons, and I thought I'll go ahead and try to summon for her. So let's see how this goes. Let's see if I have any luck. Okay, here we go. Let's see what happens. Yep, okay. Yep, that didn't work. Bad banner. Didn't get her at all. Well, I guess after that, we'll just go ahead and check out the next game. But yeah, make sure if you want to know more about this festival to look up the news on Outerplane yourself. Fire Emblem Heroes has a new mythic banner that you could check out. I pretty much got who I wanted from this banner, so I'm pretty much done. But yeah, if you're interested, they're out right now. Can't really tell you how good they are. I haven't looked into them, but I did make my pulls, and I was able to get one of the new mythic heroes. And thought I'll go quickly on some of the banners that are up currently, so you could check them out yourself. Like I said, I'm going through them pretty quickly. So if you're interested in any of these characters, make sure you get them. By the time this video uploads, whatever that number sets right now is probably a day less. So I think if it says 4 days, it'll be 3 days by the time this video comes out. But yeah, these are some of the banners that are up on Fire Emblem Heroes. So if it interests you, make sure to go check it out. Sad to say, but Artery Gear Fusion, which is a game I used to play from time to time, is actually shutting down, which is sad. I definitely enjoy the game, but I also have my issues with it too. But I don't want to take too much time here, so maybe the next time I do a Mobile Madness, I'll touch on that. And also a couple of these other games too, because there's some other stuff I want to go deeper into with some of these mobile games I'm talking about. But anyways, that's it with the gacha news. I know I said I was done, but no, I'm not. I got one more game to talk about, and that is, as one game is fading, another one is starting. And the game I want to talk about real quick is Sword of Calvaria, which that has just been released today. I'm going to check it out. I don't know a lot about it. I know it's an 8-bit game, so it seems pretty cool. I'm not sure if I'm personally going to stick with it, but I am going to try it out. So I just want to let you know a new game is starting today if you want to check it out. And now I'm finally done. So if you want to see me go more in depth on any of these gacha games that I'm playing, make sure to check out Mobile Madness. It's a series that I used to do back in the day. I stopped it, but I decided to come back because sometimes I want to go into more details on some of these games. So There's no schedule, but when I feel like talking about some of these gacha games in more detail, I would definitely recommend you catch Mobile Madness when I decide to make those videos. Don't expect this topic section to be on this channel too many times because I don't really read comic books like that. But when I have something to talk about, I will. First things first, Wolverine and Deadpool is out. I haven't went to go see it yet, but I really want to go see that. I'm actually behind on my MCU movies because I really want to see that. And I also want to see Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. So these are two movies I need to catch up on. But the main reason why I'm here, and if you're looking on the screen right now, RDJ, Robert Downey Jr. is back in the MCU. But the thing is, he's not back as Iron Man. He's back as Dr. Doom. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's something that's interesting me, and who knows, maybe this might bring me back. So I just wanted to let you know the Infinite Forbidden is out in Yu-Gi-Oh! So if you're interested, make sure to pick it up. Some of the support that I'm looking at is the Armed Dragon, Exodia, or the Forbidden one, which I technically put these two together, and the Dark Magician. So yeah, so there's not too many that I'm looking for in here. There's only a couple that stand out to me. But yeah, if you are interested, make sure to check it out. It's not really a big pack that I'm looking at, but it is out, and just thought I'll let you know. To let you know about some of the cons that are coming up this year. Now, a lot of these I've never been to, and I'm also going to expand instead of being where I'm at. I'm going to try to expand it across the entire United States. So I'm not going to get everything. I'm only going to cover a couple of the notable ones that I've heard about over the years. So there's a lot more cons going on, and I'm missing probably a lot of them. But I will touch on some of the notable ones that I know about or I've heard of over the years. So the first one, which you see on the screen right now, is Anime Impulse Phoenix, which is August 3rd and 4th. The next one, which is the one I do know about, Anime Impulse Orange County, which is at the end of the month, August 31st to September 1st. Next one is Dragon Con over there in Atlanta. So if you're out there in Atlanta, GA, check that out. That's going to be from August 29th to September 2nd. Otakon, which is going to be over there in Washington, D.C., August 2nd through the 4th. Fan Expo Chicago, August 16th through the 18th. Last one is Anime Missouri, which is August 8th through 11th in Texas, if you want to check that out. Also, this is a late edition, but August 17th, 18th, Bakersfield Collectors Con. Make sure to go check that out. The only reason I'm talking about it is because, honestly, one of my peoples is attached to it. Won't say who it is, but make sure to go check out that convention too. So those are some of the notable ones that are going to happen this month. So make sure to check them out. And make sure to do your research for any changes or cancellations that may come up. So I said starting this month, I wanted to go ahead and start recommending you a couple of YouTube channels and videos that you should check out. Now, the difference between what I said last one and this one is it's not going to be one channel and then 3 videos. It's not going to be like that. It's just going to be what I feel like shouting out. So that's how I'm going to do it. So I'm kind of changing what I said from last month. Now, next month, I may not talk about this many videos and channels, but since this is the first one, I want to introduce you to a couple. Just a quick disclaimer before we start. None of these channels or videos that I talk about, I have any personal connections to these channels or videos or know who these people are on a personal level. If I do, I will make sure that you will be notified. Also be aware with any of these channels or videos that I talk about does not mean I'm aware of any of their content, present or past, or any history of their body of work. Some of these channels I only know for one video. Some of these videos I only know them by this video. And some of these channels I only saw probably a lot of their content, but may not know their history or any of their past catalog. So this first channel I want to talk about, I don't know how to say their name, but this is probably one of my favorite Fate, not FGO, but Fate channel. If you want to know about the history of Fate, I recommend you check out this channel. Actually, when I quit FGO at one point, this is the channel that got me back into FGO. So if you're into Fate, check this channel out. This is an old video, but a great video. If you want to know why Mega Man X was such a great game, from the opening stage, you have to watch this video. It is funny, it is good, you have to check this out because this will tell you why I love Mega Man X. Even I know right now it's only showing you Mega Man, but just watch it, you'll see what I mean. So since Gundam is such a big factor to this channel, I had to go back and talk to one of the first, not the first, but one of the first Gundam channels I used to watch back in the day, and one of the first Gundam YouTube channels I actually discovered, and that is Wacky Modder 84. Sadly, he's not around anymore. I should say he's not as active as he used to be. It's been a while since he put out videos, but to me, I feel like this guy was before his time. The only thing that sucks is I noticed that a lot of his videos were deleted, but this was the channel that taught me about Jesus Yamato. He has some of the most funniest and most entertaining just talk videos that you can see. And one of my favorite series, which again, I don't think it's up anymore, is him building, or I should say him improving the Gundam Impulse. Wacky Modder 84, really good channel. Sad to not see him around, but I wanted to shout him out because this is one of the first Gundam YouTube channels I consistently watch. Also, make sure to check out his video, Why the Freedom Gundam versus the Impulse Gundam is BS. A really good video. I definitely enjoyed it. Like I said, it's mostly talking and images, but trust me, it's pretty good. So I probably won't be talking about wrestling much on this channel, but this is probably one of my favorite videos on wrestling. Professional wrestling is stupid and beautiful, and I love it. And this video is actually put together really good. I do recommend you watch this. It's a little dated, but I do think it's still enjoyable. So for all y'all wrestling fans, or for some of y'all who haven't been to wrestling, you should check this video out. I guarantee I think you really will like it. Now, this video right here, I don't want to tell you too much because there's an entire series to this. So I'm starting you off on episode 1. I actually think he talked about this. I think he said in this video, he talked about this in an earlier video, but Dragon Guard Analysis by Klimps is a really, really good video. It's actually a really good video series. And I actually wound up watching this one time when I was at home bored, but it's really funny and it's really good, and I don't want to tell you too much more, but trust me, as you start watching this entire video series, it goes down an entire deep hole. You gotta watch it. I'm telling you, I really do think you'll enjoy this. I enjoy this series. So I just wanted to let y'all know, if you want to learn about Dragon Guard and this entire franchise, check this video out. This is a great place to start. So I'm going to give you one more channel. And if you don't know, I'm a huge Transformer fan. And if there's one channel I could recommend to y'all, I recommend Chris McFeely's Transformers The Basics. Well, his channel is called Chris McFeely's, but I feel like his channel should be called Transformer The Basics. Because if you want to know any history on characters, storylines, legacies, anything like that, check this channel out. This channel is a really, probably one of the best Transformers channels. Actually, one of the best Transformers database on YouTube currently. So all the videos I talked about or I recommend, I will put the links down below, so make sure to check those out. Now with that being said, I'm going to get up off of here. I want to thank y'all for checking out another episode of Unknown Updates, tentative title. I will be back next month at the end of August, so make sure to check that out when we're back. And yeah, hopefully this series helps you out, because remember, treat this series right here as a gateway, not a one-stop shop. So I gave you some news and some information to check out. So if you never heard of any of the stuff I talk about, go check them out for yourself. All right, have a good one.